Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Constant happiness is the seed from where the witnessing is happening. Baba said, through knowledge, you get the reward of constant happiness. And that happiness lasts through the golden age and silver age. But it starts now. To the extent either bring, experience the eternity of my nature of happiness. Super sensuous happiness. To that extent, it will be experienced through this cycle. It is this experience which is the unchanging experience of happiness. Which finishes this desire to get out of this chakra. Because the being knows that his true nature is happiness, no matter where he is. Because for him, here and there doesn't exist, but it's now or never. If you're not experiencing your happiness now in this moment, one can never experience happiness then. Because happiness is the seat of witness. And how does one experience this super sensuous happiness? By just knowing that I am the silent witness, not a mental statement, but just by knowing I am the silent witness. Doesn't matter how wonderfully blissful the experience may be, or how excruciatingly painful that experience may be. But I'm the being that is aware of both. That which is aware of blissful experience is beyond this temporary experience. Of the blissful mind. That which is aware of excruciatingly painful experience is beyond this experience of pain. And where does one get this power to be stable in one's truth? To be unshakable in the face of force of impurities. It is Baba. central fulcrum of stability, who's eternally stable. In this moment, being combined with Baba, can you experience your inherent stability? Whilst there's a constant change of experience taking place in every moment, sometimes Satu, sometimes Tamo, sometimes Raju experience. Don't claim any state of mind or body. The moment you claim any state of mind or body, then Baba can't help. Which means it will become a veil of illusion between the self and the Father. Don't claim anything. Not a single thought, not a single feeling belongs to you. Completely bodiless. Whatever sensations are being experienced even now, they are not you. Being has no sensations. Know your eternal truth. As it is in the home. Any changing states of mind? How can that be you? So let it be a complete dedication to knowing oneself as Baba knows you. Not knowing oneself like that is the only bondage. Even now, see the happy you, the eternally happy you, you're aware of one set of experience being replaced by another set of thinking and experience. But is that you? Or you're simply aware of it? You're not trying to manipulate it, because mind wants to manipulate. And control. And calculate. And strategize. And overplan to feel secure. The being just responds to the signal in the drama, stays in tune with Baba, and then responds to the signal. I, the being, don't make anything happen. I'm not doing anything. I stay tuned with Baba. And just respond to the signal. Then you will see every moment is free from the stench of a doer. Something Baba said about happiness today in the Murli. We did mention in the meditation. Do you remember what did Baba say about happiness in the Murli? It was very much in the beginning of the Murli. Very beautiful what he said. Anybody?
सदा की खुशी.
What exactly
ज्ञान तुम्हें सदा की खुशी देता है. ऐसा कुछ था शायद.
Baba said, you're receiving the knowledge from the ocean of knowledge, and you're creating reward of constant happiness. Then the reward of this knowledge continues through the golden and silver ages. Which means he's saying you're experiencing constant happiness now, and then it continues. It will only continue if you're experiencing it now. It won't continue if you're not experiencing it now. And how do you experience it now?
Liberated from the cycle of the drama.
And
the drama is in the form of the thoughts in the mind.
Yeah.
By being with Baba all the time.
By being with Baba all the time. Yeah. Sati and Sakshi. Yes. With Baba, you begin to realize, I'm so much more than what I believed myself to be. Yeah. And you begin to see all the limitations that you had believed yourself to be are nothing but illusion. You can see it very clearly with Baba. Yeah. So you experiencing happiness now, detachment from the experience that is happening, which is temporary in the now. You can see it's like I am the now, and there's a changing experience which is in the present. And I am the presence. I, the presence, and the present moment experience can be different. It can be based on, it's usually based on the past, right? So the present moment experience is different, but I am the presence. I'm different from the present moment. I am the presence. With Baba, Sati and Sakshi. So if you don't claim this experience which is coming of sadness or happiness, which is temporary, you're free. The experience is experiencing your eternal happiness now. Then do you feel the need to get out of this drama? Baba said something about that also today. What did he say? No one can be liberated from the cycle of this drama. Who wants to be liberated from the cycle of this drama? Do you want to be liberated? You don't ever want to be in this drama? Role wants to leave. Role wants to be liberated. It's the thought. It's a thought that wants to be liberated, actually. It's just a thought. I want to be liberated. I want to get out of here. I just want to be, it's like going home to get out of the drama. That is not going home. That one who wants to go home to get out of the drama will never actually experience home. I mean, not experience home with wisdom. Yeah. So when Baba says, remember home, are you remembering home because you want to get out of here? Or are you remembering home because you are happiness itself? And when you experience of truth of now, you're experiencing home. And you're very happy with however the drama is. All scenes are equally good for you. Whether they are Iron Age scenes or whether they are Golden Age scenes. The being who's out of this idea of being that character in the drama has no complaint about any scene. So do this subtle checking. Why do you want to go home? Fed up? And I just want to go home. No. Too much Maya coming, Baba. I just want to go home. I can't take it anymore. So do you need to get out of the drama to experience home? There you won't experience home. You'll actually experience home now. Yeah. So you will experience Baba now. You will experience home now. Not when you go home. This is a very subtle checking. Because sometimes souls repeat words of Mama. Bas ab ghar jana hai. Mama used to say, बस अब घर जाना है, बस जाओ यहाँ से, किसको इस दुनिया में रहना है, कलयुग हो गया है, ये हो गया है, घोर हो गया है, वो हो गया, ये हो गया. It's all characters. It's all thought speaking. No, I haven't understood drama then. I haven't understood the beauty of drama. So we will go to our Murli. I mean, today's Murli had many beautiful points, but we have to finish our Murli of Piyuvani. Yeah? So Baba here is saying that the stage of a detached observer is very entertaining, sweet, and beautiful. Everything in your future lives depends on this stage. Everything in your future lives depends on this stage. So if I'm experiencing my sense of innate joy, bliss, inheritance of wisdom of knowing my truth and truly, innately, inherently, internally, not superficially, I'm really experiencing that sense of being who I am with Baba. I'm really happy being that honest truth with Baba, seeing all the different forms of Maya and not being influenced by them. My source of joy and happiness is that of that power now. Then I'm really creating a karma which is writing a different destiny for me. Yeah? So let's say the mama had a lot of pain in her body with cancer. And that time there were no painkiller medications also. Yeah? And that cancer in that body was even a lot of odor to it, a bad odor to it. That's how much painful it was also. But internally, the soul was content. I want to get out. No. Then that one can't live in remembrance of Baba. Baba, heal my body. Give me rays. Did she do that? Did that soul do that? Detached observer. Whatever it is the pain of the body. Soul doesn't suffer it. There may be some bit inside we don't know, and nobody will ever know. But detached observer of the mind and the body. But from the Murli of Mama, I can see that there was a lot of Maya that soul could also see from the 24th June Murli. Yeah? I could see that there's a lot of Maya Mama could see in her own mind, but unaffected by it. So that is what Baba is saying, that everything in your future lives depends on this stage of being a detached observer. When someone has any physical illness child, if he goes through that illness at that time, while happily being in the stage of a detached observer, he then settles the suffering of his past karma, and along with that, also accumulates in happiness in his account for the future. Everything happening simultaneously. And how do you get to this stage? By practicing now, when the body may not have that big a disease. But whenever the body is tired and the mind is running wild, mind is also tired and the body is tired. The detached observer. I'm watching the fatigue of the body with Baba. I'm aware of the fatigue of the body with Baba. I'm aware of the fatigue of the mind. But this being of light is totally separate, independent of this body fatigue, and totally immersed in Baba's truth, light of truth, totally immersed as a being who's aware of all of this. And just staying immersed in Baba's light of truth. Totally bodiless and thoughtless. Just stay there. And you will find there's zero desire to get rid of that fatigue of the body, fatigue of the mind, trying to change this and change that. You're just immersed in your truth. Did you try to change anything? This one does this experiment quite a bit, huh? Whenever body and mind feels tired, and it's like paying attention, yeah? Mind doesn't get that much tired now, but it still gets tired at times, right? And one would just, being in the light of truth means I'm in the moment of now. There's no other experience that exists other than the experience of eternity for me. Right? That which is feeling tired is just imagination. And that imagination is tiring the body. Not giving that much commentary, but it's now understood. Yeah? And in that one finds, even if the mind's fatigue and the body's fatigue goes away, it still doesn't matter. That was another experience. This is another experience. It's just an experience being replaced by another experience, and nothing happened to me. I was always the same. And then this experience will again get replaced by another Sato, Rajo, Tamo experience. Doesn't matter. There's a constant Sato, Rajo, Tamo movement around me and within me. Constantly going on. Sometimes there's a tamasic energy, sometimes there's rajasic energy, sometimes there is sattvic energy. All different energies. But who am I that's making all these energies possible to survive? That one is me. And it is living like this. You're living your eternal self now. Yeah? Eternal self now. There's a very, very subtle, silent sense of contentment. I'm not waiting for a next moment. Does that make sense? You're not waiting for the next moment. You're just experiencing the moment of eternity of bliss with Baba. And this moment is eternal moment. What next, what next, what next doesn't go there. Maybe tomorrow will be better than today. Who knows? This is mind language. Now. Whatever your experience may be of a doubt. So what? I'm not experiencing it, but sister. So what? Can you not enjoy the experience of a doubt from your state of doubtlessness? Would you ever get to experience doubt in the home? No. But doubting your own ability to be that one who's incapable of suffering. Mind can create a doubt about, oh, but you are not feeling that, but you're not experiencing this. Can I see that? Tamasic energy? Yeah. It's better to call it tamasic, rajasic, and sattvic rather than calling it negative and positive and good and bad. You know, tamas, rajas, or sat. Better to call it that. If you really have to label something, so desperate to label, then label it that. Yeah.
What's the date of birth?
It's the 14th April 21. So Baba is saying that this happy stage of a detached observer has a connection with both your past and your future. Why? Because it brings it all in the moment of now. It brings it in the moment of now. It has a very strong connection with your past and your future, the happy stage of a detached observer. By understanding this secret, none of you would say that this beautiful time has gone by in just settling accounts. Because sometimes we hear, no? That don't worry, you're just settling accounts and that's what is happening. Just let it be. You're settling accounts. It's a very painful life to live life to settle accounts. Isn't it? What settling accounts? What karma? Just talk of highest karma. That is who you are. That's it. Don't talk about other karma. There's no karma for the soul. It's all karmic account for the person. There's no karmic account for the soul. Is there karmic account? Anybody here has a karmic account?
Yes.
Yes, you have a karmic account?
Body has, right?
No, bodies are dead. How can body have a karmic account? Body is dead. Anybody has a karmic account?
Soul has no karmic account.
Soul has no karmic accounts. Big statements we are making here. Very
Sister, but then you are saying body is dead, and then on the other side, we are saying that the karmic account is settled by body, not the soul. So how this?
no, karmic account means again, karmic account means that the soul is a perfect being with no story. The being that has no story has no karmic account. But the moment I identify with the story of a person, then I feel I am settling my karmic accounts with my body. Now, there may be, because I have used the body as me, I have indulged with my sense organs. I have indulged through the body for 63 parts. So at this time, a lot of consequences of that will come to the body, in relationships, through money, everything. But the being who is free from story will not see it as a karmic account. What will it see it as? Oh, another experience. Wonderful. Good. Come. It's okay. It's a beautiful experience. Does that make sense, Poonam?
Yeah, sister. Then if we say that body is dead, then how are we seeing the karmic account in terms of body?
Disease. Disease is coming to the body and the soul is experiencing that disease, the pain.
Okay. So for soul, it is actually experience, but when we say it is a body, then we say that it is settling a karmic account.
So we don't say that we are settling. That's why I don't know if you noticed, but we don't usually use this language of settling karma.
Yes. No, it is not at all.
Yeah.
Karmic account does not exist here.
Yeah. So it is just the reason is because at very moment the person becomes active. Yeah.
That's why Baba says you can, in other words, settling is by a yoga or by a bhog.
Yeah.
So yoga means just be out of the story, be as a timeless.
Yeah.
Because once I timeless, so because of there's no story attached to the time being. So if you are attached to time being, obviously you have to go with a bhog, with a punishment. Punishment is in different ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Very good point. It's changeless, timeless, and bodiless, right? So if either being at all identified with the person, then I'll identify with the change in the body. The soul will see it as just a change in the body. It will not see it as, oh my God, poor me, I have cancer and I have this body and this disease. When will I get out of this disease? That is bhog. That is bhogna. That is suffering. So one is settling, but it's also suffering. And in that suffering, in a way, the soul is losing, means the soul is not experiencing its complete state of being beyond the body. Soul is believing itself to be that disease and that body, and then suffering that body and that pain. Then it's through bhog. So that power of that soul is not enough to come in golden age's first few years.
But so, sister, this is also not a settling. Even though bhog, yeah, for example, as you give the example of the cancer, now if you I crying and seeing the cancer and complaining the cancer, complaining the body, complaining each and everyone surrounding me, I'm not settling, I'm accumulating the karmic account
No,
actually.
actually, you're settling, and as well as that sanskara will go with you, but you are settling.
But how come I settling when other side I'm complaining, other side I have a cursing with my own
Experiencing,
body?
because you are experiencing that pain as you. That is how you settle. Otherwise, how will everybody go
But the
home?
settling is just like an example of the mama and example of the dadi
That is,
Gulsar. Yes, they have body went through the
they
many
settle
diseases.
through wisdom, not through.
Yes, this is a settling actually.
No, but everybody will know at the end of the day, all souls will go home, but not everybody will settle through wisdom. Very few will settle through wisdom. Right? Majority are settling through pain and suffering.
But this is the best example of the yoga actually, how the yoga you settling the.
Yeah. So with yoga, you're settling even every moment the Maya is coming. Either you're suffering that Maya and settling in one way because somehow your karmatit state, you have to get to whatever it is, right? Because every soul's karmatit state is different. It's not the same for everyone. But there are some who are suffering Maya. Their mental state. They're suffering their mental state. There's some who are detached from their mental state and really enjoying the blissful company of the Father. And there's some who sometimes trapped and sometimes out. So which category are you in?
Om Shanti Ji.
Om Shanti.
Sorry, the same concern I have it. You just said it. Some are suffering and some are detached, but it's so hard to being detached all the time while
So
in
then I'm
karmatic state.
suffering, and then I'm suffering and settling. But that's the destiny I'm writing. If it's so hard, then I've already bought into that thought.
I mean,
It was just a thought. It is so hard. Now I, the being, buy into that thought to be me, and now I suffer that thought. That is the suffering of karma. So through suffering, I'm going to settle. Does that make sense?
what is the best way, Didi? But it's
Just
automatically keep coming about it.
yeah, that's okay. And that is what we are discussing every day. What
Yeah.
are we saying?
If we change that thought that body is not mine either,
No,
right?
we are not changing any thought here. We are just coming back to our truth. We are not playing on changing thoughts here at all.
Yeah,
At
the one was the awareness is always helping. I am the existed before the thought.
yeah,
It's not thought doesn't define me because I was there, I am here, I'm already here, no matter what. Because the thought comes when bodies, I the soul adopt the body. But before the body adopting, I was there, I was existed. So none of the thought defined me. So when the thought is not defining me, there is no past, no future, no present.
yeah. But there's
I'm
not so much speaking also about it. It is just seeing that. It is just seeing that, right?
But sister, if we have that awareness that even body is not mine, at least
Having
this one,
awareness is fine.
yeah,
You
with
just
that
have to
awareness,
create another thought. You
no,
just
no, 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 not
that's
creating
what you
another thought.
yeah.
That even this body is not mine, this
Mhm.
is also surrender to Baba, then that pain doesn't hurt. At least for this one
Yeah,
had felt
that
that.
is fine. That understanding is okay. But when I'm saying just replace it with another thought,
No.
it's just mind doing it. That's what was said. So then that mind is doing
Correct. Yeah.
it. So we need to know what we are saying. Then that's what mind is doing. And when that mind is doing that, then what happens?
And the mind, another one thought is talking to another thought.
Yeah.
And just,
All
it's
that-
temporary, it's still temporary.
No, wait. I wanna-
Still temporary. So it's very important to know your silent presence. And then, see, again, we'll look at the paradox here. Very important. Two paradox. I mean, one paradox, two sides of the same coin. To understand, what does it mean? One is body is suffering. And my mind now creates a thought to get rid of that suffering. Yeah, I want to get rid of this pain. I want to get over this pain. I want to get out of this pain. When will this pain end? Okay, let me say, Baba, it's your body. There's resistance to the pain. And then from there, I'm saying I'm the awareness. And Baba, this is your body. So it's this pain is not me. This pain is also not me. Commentary is the same. But what is my sense of self from where I'm coming into this commentary? My anchor, my reference point is the pain of the body as me that wants to get rid of that pain. That is how I know that is mind talking to mind. Very royal, rolled gold form of Maya.
That's like a subtle resistance to the pain.
Subtle resistance to the
Yeah.
pain. I want to get rid of the pain. So it helps me. So I will say, Baba, it's your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? That is not so. That is still Maya. Is the difference clear? Now the other side. Thank you, Baba. Whatever this pain is, it's wonderful experience in the drama. It can stay for however long it needs to stay. My truth is beyond the body. Now you can still create these thoughts with Baba, but there is zero resistance. There is zero identity with the pain. There is zero desire to get rid of it. It could be with me for the rest of my life of this body, and I am absolutely thankful for it. And I can create thoughts, nothing wrong with it. But do you see what was the reference point to create thoughts? How clever ego mind is. Language वो use करेगा, आत्मा की. It will use the language of the soul. But it is deceiving itself. So I can see my mind speaking like that, trying to manipulate the pain in the body. Yeah? But I won't get deceived by it because I'm aware of this manipulation of the mind. This is where you will either be the one who is creating a beautiful connection with the past and the future, bringing it in the now as a detached observer. And this subtle checking you can only do. You can talk, but you can really check your own checking on your own. Is there 100% acceptance of whatever it is and zero desire to get rid of it? Zero judgment about what is happening in my mind and body. Then truly it's being settled with wisdom. I can observe the judgment of the mind. I can observe the desire to get rid of the pain of mind and body in the mind, but I'm not identified with it. And I'm really coming from that place of total allowance, total acceptance. Then the account is getting settled with wisdom. Otherwise, there's another deception getting added on top. Being too clever. Trying to deceive myself. Does that make sense?
Sister, sometimes a soul is experiencing some understanding. So what about that understanding, the feeling of understanding?
That's okay, as long as it's coming from a place of total acceptance. Thoughts are not a problem. You can create thoughts. With zero resistance, zero clinging, complete acceptance, that being is creating thoughts. They are coming from Baba.
Means those are also experience. मतलब ऐसा सोचेंगे कि वो भी एक अनुभव ही है, मतलब ऐसा क्योंकि इस टाइम पे अभी कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है 2-3 दिन से कि नई नई अंडरस्टैंडिंग से ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे बाबा समझा रहे हैं, सारी चीजें खुल सी रही है. तो ये भी क्या ऐसा है कि आत्मा उससे जुड़ रही है या पहचान बना रही है या समथिंग?
Agar Atma, if the soul is taking it from Baba and really experiencing the truth of total acceptance of every experience that is coming, then there is no problem. Then these thoughts are coming from Baba. You know it very clearly. Yeah? But it's not the ego mind creating thoughts to create a particular experience in the mind. Yeah?
That is, हाँ, वो डिफरेंस दिखता है कि हाँ ये खुद की कोई क्रिएशन नहीं है.
हाँ. हाँ. है ना? So when thoughts come and don't feel good and fear comes, that's okay. Now, if you're creating some more thoughts to get rid of that fear, then it's Maya. Maya on top of Maya. Does that make sense? The karmic account is maybe getting settled, but in a very painful manner. Very painful manner. So Dharmraj ka danda is happening right now also. Why suffer your thoughts? Are you your thoughts? Why suffer it? Be with Baba. Know your truth, which is untouched. Just be immersed in the truth of his light of his truth. And that is purging. This is in English, there's a word called purging happening. Means everything is coming to the surface. That is inside, buried inside for 63 parts. Everything is coming to the surface. But you know your truth is untouched by it. From that space, you see every experience of every thought and every feeling. No desire to get rid of it, no judgment towards it. Even judgments that are coming about other thoughts in the mind. You're not judging the judgments of the mind. You're not resisting the resistance of the mind. That is settling with wisdom. Yeah? And that is what Baba is saying here. That by understanding this secret of a detached observer, none of you would say that this beautiful time has gone by in just settling accounts. Poonam, did this get clear for you also? I don't know if you can hear us. So Baba is saying, no, this alone is the beautiful time of making effort during which both tasks are accomplished perfectly. Yeah. The intense effort makers who accomplish, the intense effort maker means in Hindi, Tivra Purusharthi. Tivra. Yeah. Tivra actually means fast, no? Fast effort maker. Not intense, but fast effort maker. So the fast effort maker is a natural effort maker. Purusharthi means one who stabilizes in the meaning of the word Purush, of Atma. It changes the meaning completely when you see it in Hindi. Tivra Purusharth, fast effort, fast Purusharthi. Stabilize in the meaning of the word Atma. Who am I? That's it. That is the Tivra Purusharth. So the Tivra Purusharthi who accomplishes both tasks experiences super sensuous joy and bliss. You, my child, has to have full conviction in every aspect of the huge variety drama. Every soul has its own variety of drama. Have you accepted it? Each soul has its own drama recorded within itself. Wonderful. Because this predestined drama is absolutely nyayakari, loyal. That's what Baba is saying. Loyal, the word, not reliable, loyal. Because this predestined drama is absolutely loyal. Beautiful word. Look, this drama enables you, every jeev, living being, human and animal, to play their parts perfectly. You know how day and night both are important. True? If you just had day, it would be exhausting. You need nighttime. Right? So day and night allows all the lower and the higher manifestations to be expressed. That is the loyalty of the drama. Yeah. If there was only Satyug and Treta and no Dwapar and Kalyug, there is no copper age and iron age, but golden and silver only, then what about the other souls? They wouldn't get a chance to be expressed. How would that be loyal? How would that be justice? And we won't get to experience every aspect of the experience possible. How would that be justice? For this one, this is a very important understanding. That every aspect of every experience, whether it is Sato, Rajo, or Tamo, all are equally important experiences. It really keeps me from judging the experiences my mind and body has. It really does keep me from judging my own experiences of my mind and body. So what if this experience came? It's just information. Information that is being given to me by my mind and body. Now, if I believe that information to be me, then I give it life. But if I just see it as information to tell me that I exist because of you, thank you. That you allowed me to manifest. Thank you. In the mind and the body. Good, no? Any complaint about the lower manifestation in your mind?
So it helps to show the highest, highest level of the awareness.
Yeah. Shows you your highest ability to be able to be accepting of the lower manifestations of your mind also.
Yes.
The power to accept both day and night equally within you. Your power to accept every moment, however it is manifesting in your life within you, in your mind and body. This is your power to accept. When else will you experience your power to accept? Is there anything to accept in Golden Age? When do you experience your power to accept?
Sangam Yug.
Yeah. When there are lower manifestations in your mind and body, now you can accept everything equally. Why? Because I'm beyond all experiences. And as was mentioned, like soul behind Sister Rupa, that all experiences, just I'm beyond and before all experiences, all thoughts. That gives me my power to accept now. And when I experience my power to accept now, then
Totally liberated. I'm just liberated from all the bondages of the mind.
you're out of the conceptual jail right now.
Yes. Means this is the beauty of the knowledge Baba gives us.
Yeah. And this is why Baba is saying that you, my child, has to have full conviction in every aspect of the huge variety drama, because this predestined drama is absolutely loyal. Look, and this is not the outside drama, this is the inner drama of each one of us. And then the outside drama is automatically accepted. First, the inner drama of day and night within you, right? So look, this drama enables every living being to play their parts perfectly. So every being gets a chance to manifest their drama. Even though someone may be wrong, he plays that part of being wrong perfectly. Do you hear, Baba?
That's true, sister. This one just like the before thought came, the Ramayana's character, the Kekai. So now the no one give the name the Kekai because they consider is a Tamoguni Atma, Tamoguni character or something like that. But then keep understanding if this Atma doesn't play this role, how the other soul get benefited from the Ramchandra who got the exiled for the 14 years. So it got the beneficial, but the how the our complete mind, this ego mind was blaming that soul. She's the bad character, or she's this tamoguni, or this and that. How easily caught up, and just we just just completely exile that woman. Nobody take the name of the KK.
That is just a fiction, of
Yeah,
course.
it's a fiction, but the deep down is the understanding with the Baba's divine knowledge.
Yeah.
This each and everyone's part is nothing wrong because it's accurate and kalyanakari.
It's in my own part, there is Kekai there.
Yes.
In my own part, there is Sita there. In my own part, there are many different flavors of Kekai. Yeah. So am I accepting of that part of myself within me? Others come later. Am I accepting my own Kekai part which somewhere exists in my mind?
Yeah, that's true, sister. Yeah.
Am I accepting it? There's nothing wrong with it. There's a lower manifestation that's part of my existence on earth. And that's nothing wrong with it. Anything wrong?
That's why that this deep understanding come, man. That's true, Baba. How you, I mean, this is a fictional character, but it has a meaning, and that meaning is now more understanding when Baba give the knowledge every day. That's his understanding. Yes, I am KK too. I mean, the part is KK too, part playing Sita role too, Draupadi role too. But we are
It's all,
beyond all this.
I'm beyond all of that.
I love that. Yes.
So this is why Baba is saying this is also fixed in the drama, child, in your inner drama. You know? So when both wrong and right are fixed in the plan, then to have doubts about anything is not knowledge. Both wrong and right are fixed in the drama. Yes, Shivani.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om
It's
Shanti.
just this little query, that Baba always mentions the role of maids in Satyog and, cremators, as a lower end role. It's not like a higher up status. And then what about those roles? Are we supposed to be scared of adopting those roles and then do more Purusharth, or like what is it really like? Why does he
No,
scare us with it?
it is just it's a figurative figure of speech. It's a figure of speech. Baba is just telling us that depending on how awake you are, based on that, you are creating a role in the drama, right? Depending on how awake you are. So if I, the being, am constantly battling with the Maya mind, in my own mind, and I, the being, am sleeping and believing myself to be that battleground that is taking place in my mind, then what is happening is I, the being, am not experiencing my complete power. So if I'm not experiencing my complete power, then I can't come from the first day of golden age, because you need to have 100% charged power. Means 100% awakened soul can come from day one, because you have to withstand the change of matter constantly and change of mind constantly from day one. So you can only come on day one as a king, depending on playing a king role, if I'm really 100% detached from the Maya mind inside me. Then I have really awakened my power to that extent. Every soul has that power, ability to be 100% awakened. But some will awaken 100%, some will 80%, some will 20%. Right? So if I'm awakened 100%, then I will be able to withstand the change of matter and mind when I come on day one. So I'm in that sense writing my own destiny. Does that make sense, Shivani?
Yes, yes.
That is all, Baba is.
So basically, any role, I don't need to be scared of it, starting from the role right now.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, role is a role. It's just a thought, actually. Role is not even anything other than just a thought. Right? So Baba is saying that to have doubts about anything is not knowledge, because each actor is playing his own part. In a film, all the different named actors do their own acting, and when you see them, it is not that you would like or dislike some or be happy with others. It is not like that. You know that that is just a play in which each one has received his or her own good or bad part. In the same way, you have to continue to watch this eternally created film as a detached observer in a constant and cheerful stage. How beautiful. Yeah, Sita was told to prove her purity means what? Sita could withstand. Any test of Maya cannot touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the purity of your yes highest level. I mean, not
No
you're not
impurity.
influenced by any thoughts.
Yeah. Not
Identified
at all
with the thought.
influenced by any thought.
Yes.
That is my power of purity.
Sister, I have a quick question. So, if there is a skill, right? I mean, I understand skill is part of the person's identity. It's not
Yeah.
part of.
Yeah,
It's
that's the part of complete character identity. Completely. Yes, you're right.
so a lot of times this thought that comes, oh, I could have been better in this if I put more effort or give more time. Sometimes not get trapped or confused. Is it like, how would soul see that part, right? Like, yeah, I'm not this character, but how will that skill will be improved, right? It could be anything, talking, or it could be doing some work or whatever it is, right?
If that skill is to make the person feel and look better, then it's ego.
Hmm.
If
Okay.
that's being used for God's task, then it's definitely divine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Lokik, when Baba also says in Murlis, right, ki dhanda dudi karna hai. So for that also, right? I mean, here I'm
See,
talking.
again, ego mind will listen to it differently. Dhanda duri karna, keep focusing on earning more and more and more and more and more. That is ego mind listening.
Hmm.
Yeah, and the soul is just enough to, so that it doesn't take me away from Baba's knowledge. It doesn't take my time away from studies. That will be the first attention of the soul. And in that, if some skill needs to be acquired, it's not me acquiring. There's no attachment to the skill. If it gets acquired and there's no extra time needed for it, then I'm spending a little bit of time here and there to acquire it. But it's not making me as a soul better in any way.
It's going to be making only the person better in a way, like
Not even person, but
skill.
it's like a
Yeah,
skill that is acquired just for performing a certain task. It's got nothing to do with your
like
self-esteem.
IT field, right? You keep updating yourself because there are a
Yeah,
lot of softwares.
that is okay. Doing it just for the sake of performing a task, nothing more to it.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Your sense of worthiness is not dependent on it.
Agree. 100%. Yeah.
So we will finish it here, but very important to kind of get this right. Yeah. Anybody, any questions or anything they want to say or add at this point? But it has become very clear, no? How Maya can deceive us using Gyan points.
Yes.
To get rid.
Excuses. It gives excuses.
More than excuses, actually, it's deceiving and trying to get rid of it by replacing one thought for the other, no?
Yeah.
Just to get rid of the pain, whether it's be mind or body.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if my mind is feeling uncomfortable, this sense of disheartenment in my mind, or this sense of discomfort in my mind, and I'm just trying to get a thought, pulling one thought out of my mind is trying to pull another thought out of Baba's knowledge to make this thought feel better. Then it is Maya doing all the work. It's not the soul awake still. But can I observe silently that disheartenment, that discomfort of the mind? Without identifying with it, without making a story and creating a story in the past and future about it. There's a narrative about that feeling. I must be feeling disheartened because this happened and I then identified with it, and that's why now I am feeling disheartened. This must have happened and that must have happened because this happened. It is just too much. There's a whole narrative created around that feeling. And then there's a desire to get rid of that feeling. And there's a point of knowledge pulled out of Baba's gyan, applied, and feel better for a short while. This is where many of us are stuck. But the being is just silently with Baba. Whatever the feeling is, I accept, I welcome, have gratitude for it. You have come. Thank you for coming up to the surface from underneath the unconscious depths of the mind. You have come to the surface, and I know you have come because you just wanted me to know that I have been unconsciously identifying with you. Thank you for coming. A very different attitude. There's no rush, and you're not talking to the feeling, you're talking to Baba, okay? Don't take it talking to the feeling, you're talking to Baba. You're not claiming it as yours. Is that clear? Baba, I feel
Yeah.
very, yeah. Okay. All right. So we will just, these eternal moment is an eternal moment. Keep with the continuous silence that you are. And scene will change, feelings may change, thoughts may change. Just know that you are the same being that is just moving from one scene to another. Combined with Baba, the eternal self, eternal happiness. Just don't mix yourself with the passing show of your mind and body. Oh,
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Om
Shanti. Thank
Shanti.
you.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti.
Om
Thank you, Baba.
Shanti Didi. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Didi.
Shanti.